What if I told you there's a country in Latin America where you can start a business relatively fast, access a growing middle class, and operate in a market that's quietly becoming one of the most attractive in the region, yet most entrepreneurs still overlook it? Sounds like a hidden opportunity, right? But here's the problem: when people think about doing business in South America, they often assume instability, complexity, and risk. Most people get this wrong, but here's why: they are thinking about the past, not what's happening right now. And the surprising truth about Colombia is this: it's one of the fastest growing economies in Latin America, with improving infrastructure, increasing foreign investment, and a government actively supporting entrepreneurship. And that's where things get interesting. But this is where it gets serious if you don't understand the process. Registering a company in Colombia can still feel confusing, bureaucratic, and frustrating. And that's exactly where most people give up. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly how to register an LLC in Colombia, step by step through a real story. So by the end, you'll not only understand the process, but also whether Colombia is the right move for your business. Let's start with the story. Meet Chris. Chris runs a digital agency in the U.S. Over time, he starts noticing something interesting. More and more of his clients are coming from Latin America. At first, it's just a few. Then it becomes a pattern. And then one day he realizes something important. He's missing a huge opportunity, because without a local presence he's limited. So he starts exploring. Mexico, competitive. Brazil, complex. Then he discovers Colombia. At first, he's unsure. I don't know much about it. But then he starts researching, and what he finds surprises him. A growing tech scene, lower operating costs, a large, young population. Now he's curious. And curiosity leads to action, because sometimes the best opportunities are the ones just outside your comfort zone. Now, before we follow Chris further, let's understand what an LLC in Colombia actually is. In Colombia, the most common equivalent of an LLC is called an S.A.S, or Sociedad Por Simplificada. And here's why it matters: it provides limited liability protection. That means your personal assets are generally separate from your business. Simple, but essential. Now here's where things get interesting. The S.A.S is one of the most flexible company structures in Latin America. It can be formed by a single person. It allows full foreign ownership, and it's relatively simple to manage. This is where Colombia stands out. But here's the catch: even though it's flexible, you still need to follow the correct process. And this is where most people make mistakes. Now let's walk through the process step by step. Step 1: choosing your company name. Sounds simple, but here's the problem: your company name must be unique and approved by the Chamber of Commerce. And here's the surprising truth: if your name is too similar to an existing business, it will be rejected. So Chris prepares multiple options, because smart entrepreneurs don't rely on one idea. They prepare for friction. Now step 2: defining your business activity. This is more important than most people think. Your business activity determines your legal scope and tax obligations. Chris initially considers something broad like marketing services. But here's the problem: that's too vague. So he refines it: digital marketing and consulting services. Clear, specific, professional. And that clarity helps him move forward. Now step 3: drafting the company bylaws. This is where things become real. You need to define ownership structure, management roles, company rules. And here's the key: these bylaws must comply with Colombian law. Chris works with a local legal advisor, and this decision saves him time and confusion. Now step 4: registering the company. This is done through the Chamber of Commerce. And here's where Colombia stands out: the process is relatively fast. In many cases, your company can be registered within a few days. Chris submits his application, and then he waits. But not for long, because his company is approved quickly. And in that moment everything changes, because he officially owns a business in Colombia. Now step 5: obtaining a tax identification number. This is called the NIT, and this is where things become official, because without a NIT, your company cannot operate. Chris registers for his NIT, and now his business is active. Now step 6: opening a business bank account. This is essential, because without it, your company cannot function. And here's the challenge: banks require documentation and verification. In some cases, you may need to be physically present. Chris completes the process, and once his account is active, everything starts to come together. Now step 7: registering for taxes. Depending on your business activity, you must comply with Colombia's tax system. And this is where it gets serious, because compliance is critical. Chris hires an accountant, And this is one of the smartest decisions he makes. Now let's pause for a moment, because you might be thinking this sounds manageable. What's the downside? And that's the right question, because no market is perfect. And this is where it gets real. Colombia is growing, but it still requires local understanding. Regulations must be followed. Processes may vary. This is where it gets dangerous if you assume everything works like your home country. You can make mistakes, but if you adapt, you gain a major advantage. Now let's go back to Chris. 6 months later, his business looks completely different. He has a presence in Latin America. Clients trust him more, his costs are lower, and his growth is accelerating. This is the hidden payoff. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC or S.A.S. in Colombia involves choosing a company name, defining your business activity, drafting company bylaws, registering the company, obtaining a NIT, opening a bank account, handling tax compliance. Simple steps, but powerful outcomes. And here's the deeper insight. Most people miss this. Isn't just about Colombia. It's about timing, because emerging markets offer opportunities before they become obvious. And once they become obvious, it's already crowded. Now here's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you waiting for opportunities to become safe or stepping into them early? Because that decision can change everything. And if you've stayed with me this far, you're already thinking differently. You're not just chasing trends. You're building a strategy. And that's what makes you business-minded. So if this gave you value, if it opened your perspective even a little, make sure to subscribe, because we're diving deeper into global business, smart strategies, and opportunities that most people never even consider. And trust me, the next opportunity you're looking for might be closer than you think.